What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the CineFact. Today I want to show you 10 MCU fights that haven't come yet, but we want to see them. These fights are from the movies and series that have come or are coming from the MCU. So, let's go! Number 10. The Punisher vs. Kingpin. With the Punisher returning in the Daredevil Born Again, it seems likely that he will come into conflict with Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. Kingpin is set to be the main antagonist of the series, and it seems unlikely Marvel will want to retreat too much ground by having the Punisher show up to fight Daredevil again. The Punisher fighting Kingpin will likely be one of the more brutal fights in the MCU, not because of their differences, but because of their similarities. Frank Castle has proven he has no qualms about killing people if he thinks it will have a net positive result. Kingpin operates with a very similar sense of morality, having even killed his own father to try and protect his mother. Both characters' warped sense of morality means they don't want to be holding anything back when they fight each other. This could also lead to confrontation where Daredevil is trying to both take down Kingpin and stop the Punisher from killing him at the same time. Number 9. Deadpool vs. Wolverine. Deadpool 3 has not been shy about teasing the upcoming brawl between Wolverine and Deadpool. Video taken from the movie's set makes it look like it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight, likely taking full advantage of the film's R rating. Wolverine and Deadpool's healing factors will make the fight even more interesting since they can both maim each other as much as they like without the risk of killing each other. Though this might lower the stakes, it will also create more room for a Deadpool series' signature sense of humor. The Deadpool 3 fight is also highly anticipated because it will fix a previous attempt to show these characters on screen together. X-Men Origins, Wolverine famously butchered its depiction of Deadpool, leaving the character unrecognizable. His fight against Wolverine at the end of the movie was a far cry from actually getting to see the characters fight. But Deadpool 3 looks like it's going to make up for that. Number 8. Thor vs. Hercules. The post-credit scene of Thor Love and Thunder put Thor on a collision course with his frequent Marvel Comics rival, Hercules. As two of the most powerful mythological figures, Thor and Hercules will make for an evenly matched battle, making it unclear who will win. Hercules will also likely pose a unique threat to Thor if the MCU stays true to the comics. Hercules is a trained fighter in the comics. Often, the MCU's Thor seems to rely on the fact that he's stronger than his opponents to beat them, but he hasn't shown that he is skilled in any specific martial arts. Hercules is just as strong as Thor, if not a stranger, and trained in wrestling and boxing. This means the God of Thunder will have this work out from him when he goes up against the Greek hero. Number 7. Daredevil vs. Bullseye. Although this fight already happened in Daredevil Season 3, that doesn't mean Daredevil and Bullseye's MCU rematch won't be exciting. These two characters already have a history together, adding to the emotional stakes of the fight. This will also be the first time the two fight when each is wearing their respective costumes. Bullseye and Daredevil are also interesting to watch fight because of their powers, or lack thereof. Each has their specific strengths and weaknesses, but both are essentially just very skilled regular people. This will make the fight feel much more grounded than some MCU fights that involve a lot of superpowers and CGI. In a way, that can make the fight more tense because it feels more real, and Daredevil and Bullseye are in a lot more danger of getting hurt or worse. Number 6. Thunderbolts vs. Sentry. The MCU's Thunderbolts are strong, but as of right now, they don't have any heavy hitters that could keep up with someone like Thor or Hulk. This means the team will have to get creative in their likely confrontations with Sentry. Sentry is like Marvel's Superman in the comics, meaning he is far more powerful than every Thunderbolt on an individual level. This fight will really test how well the new team works together. This fight also be interesting because it will likely be the kind of fight that is often set up but rarely pays off in the MCU. Almost every time the Avengers go up against a villain, they have a massive wave of generic enemies accompanying them. Marvel's Thunderbolts could be one of the first times a time heroes of just goes up against one opponent who is much stronger than them. Number 5. Avengers vs. the Council of Kings. Although Jonathan Majors is out of the MCU, there has been no official title change made to Avengers. The Kang Dynasty. This means the new Avengers roster will likely still be facing off against the Council of Kings in the next movie, played by a different actor. The Avengers have fought groups of enemies before, but this will be the first time each individual enemy is also the main villain. It will also just be exciting to see who all the new Avengers are and how they work together now that the team has a very different roster than before. Number 4. Blade vs. Vampires. As of now, there aren't many details about Marvel's upcoming Blade movie. One thing is for sure, though, Blade will definitely be fighting some vampires. If the MCU Blade has anything in common with the original trilogy, that will mean exciting fight choreography. Blade also typically has an arsenal of vampire fighting weapons, so he will likely have some creative gadgets to help him. Blade's fight scenes will also likely stand out from the rest of the MCU. Blade is an R-rated movie and will be allowed to be more violent and likely bloody, given Blade's role as a vampire hunter. MCU action can often be very clean-looking, whereas Blade's fight scene might be more brutal. Number 3. Daredevil vs. Kingpin. Anytime Daredevil and Kingpin face off, it is a big affair. While Kingpin doesn't have the flashiest movies, he is still incredibly dangerous. Besides, the main appeal of Daredevil Kingpin fights unusually isn't the fight choreography, but the emotions foiling the conflict. Even before Daredevil and Kingpin know each other on a personal level, they were already very opposed ideologically. Their conflict has only gained more weight the longer they know one another and continue to be enemies. If all of Daredevil is canon in the MCU, these two will have a lot of beef with one another that they will be looking to work out with their fists. Number 2. Thunderbolts vs. each other. Looking at the Thunderbolts roster, there is likely to be some tension. The last time John Walker and Bucky saw each other, Bucky helped Sam break John's arm and take back Captain America's shield. Similarly, the last time Yelena and Red Guardian encountered Taskmaster, she was trying to kill them. Add to that the fact that no one of the members are known for being level-headed, and the Thunderbolts are likely a time bomb waiting to implode. Whether it is a quick internal struggle or a major blowout within the team, it wouldn't be surprising to see the Thunderbolts fighting each other. It will be interesting to see who ends up on what side and how all these characters step up against one another. A lot of Avengers movies have also included scenes of the heroes fighting for one reason or another, because audiences are constantly wondering who would win if they did. Number 1. Marvel Multiverse Heroes vs. Marvel Multiverse Villains. Avengers Secret Wars is likely going to be a massive event featuring a lot of crossovers. The expectation is that Marvel characters from all over the multiverse are going to get in on the fight, which will lead to some very interesting combinations. There could be multiple versions of the same hero fighting together, similar to Spider-Man, No Way Home. There will also be something that hasn't happened much in the MCU. Villains teaming up against the heroes. If Avengers Secret Wars is really a soft reboot of the MCU, Marvel will likely go all out with this last fight scene. This fight may also see the return of early MCU heroes, which would definitely add to the excitement. While things like budget and scheduling conflicts might mean not every Marvel hero and villain will show up, the expectations are still high that Secret Wars will deliver a battle even bigger than Avengers Endgame. Although these fights have not happened yet, we really want to see them. Do you feel the same? Which fight do you want to see the most? Tell us your opinion in the comments. If you like this video, like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of our videos. I'm Mohsen and goodbye until the next video.
Who do you think will come next?
Everything is possible in the multiverse. Doctor Strange.